What up, YouTube? It's your boy Phat Phat Outdoors. We're here at Collins Lake, and guess what? It's lunchtime. So I'm gonna hook up some, looks like some chicken and risotto, and yeah, we're gonna bring you all along for the cook. I'll show you my cook kit and little other stuff. This is my cook kit. I already measured out my water. This is all I got. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking about getting the Pathfinder school. The canteen kit would be a little bit easier, but this is what I got right now, so this is what I'm using. It's a little propane burner. It's a Peak one, a little Coleman. Hopefully I got enough fuel to do what I need to do. We're doing some Selects 4-cheese risotto, adding some chicken to it. I got my milk measured out, and just for fun, I got a little Scotch bonnet pepper that I'm putting in there. Here's the pot I'm using, so that's it. We're doing chicken and rice for lunch. Got my spoon. Alright, so we got the 4-cheese risotto. It says basically throw it in there and then add your water and milk to it. So again, I already measured out 2.5 cups of water. It says cook uncovered, so that's what we're going to do. Just going to lift this off for a second so I can get this lit. Set that on there. Gonna give it a stir. Bring it to a boil. Now it says to add milk. And so again, what I'm using is this powdered milk. I'll show you in just a second. Get this out. So I'm going to be using some powdered milk, and I got this little Scotch bonnet that I'm throwing in there. So I'm going to dump the powdered milk in. Give that another little stir. This is making a lot of food. I probably won't eat it all, but I didn't feel like dividing it. So now we'll just bring that to a boil. Alright. I don't want to get this all over my hand. Let me try something different. So I found this little rock to cut this Scotch bonnet on. We grew them in our backyard, but that's the first one that I'm trying. I'm hoping that joke is not too hot, but we'll find out. That might overspice everything and kill it. We'll see. Scotch bonnet pepper. Drop that in there. Let that soften up with it. Okay, so I just want to stir it a little bit so it doesn't stick on the bottom. Or bring it to a boil. We're almost there. That Scotch bonnet is hot. I tasted the spoon and I was like, uh-oh. And that was just from when I first stirred it in. So we'll see how it goes. Almost to a boil. Nice day for lunch. Got me a little 805. Enjoying that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, enjoying that. It's coming to a boil. Gonna get ready to turn the heat down. Boil it for 10 minutes. Okay, so now we're at a boil. I'm going to lower my heat without turning it off. Say lower it down to medium. Tell you what, this smells hecka good. Give it another stir while I'm at it. I would have walked over to a picnic table, a little something nicer, but My float tube's still at the boat ramp, so I don't want to get out of eyesight with it. All my poles and all my tackles down there. I'm going to go back in the water just after we get finished doing that. Stir the edges. And this is just supposed to thicken up. Might have to lower that heat just a little bit more. Give it another stir. It's just supposed to thicken up as all the moisture gets out. It's cheesy. Scotch bonnet's doing good now. It's not as hot as I thought it was. So that should be delightful because Fat Brother likes some heat. Yeah. It's like instant rice. Now that I'm looking at it and kind of bit one. I was wondering how you're going to cook rice without a lid, but if it's instant rice, I guess that makes sense. Okay, I wanted to bring you in and show you it's really starting to thicken up nicely. Look at that. Yeah, that's good. You just got to keep stirring it so it doesn't scorch the bottom, but it's getting really thick. It's really creamy. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes, then add the chicken. And we should be ready to eat. It said 10 minutes, it's about all it took. So I'm just making sure I get all the edges, let it swell up a little bit. Then you're supposed to let it stand and it should thicken up even more. But right now that looks pretty good. It tastes amazing, especially for being out here on the float tube all day and now getting hot. I don't know what I'm saying, getting hot, but getting hungry. And all I had was a couple tomatoes and a couple pork rinds. It's really good. Scotch bonnet adds a little bit of heat to it. Real nice. Okay, so this is the chicken that we're using. It's some Tyson chicken in the bag. I use that when I go camping and whatnot. It's real easy, already cooked. 97% fat free, I guess. If you're doing this risotto thing, it doesn't matter about being fat free. Tyson, get a clue. Make these in half pouches. That's what people need. This is 7 ounces of chicken. Really 4 ounces would be straight. So Tyson, everybody's asking for it. I've seen tons of videos saying make these in 4-ounce pouches. Please do that. Yeah, that's my little rant for today. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the rice. Alright, so adding the chicken. As you can see, it's quite a bit. I don't even care that I dropped some because there's quite a bit in here. It's starting to scorch. Well, no, not starting to scorch, but it's definitely thickened up. I think I'm just going to let the heat of the pot actually warm this up. Man, I'm hungry. Fat Brother might just eat this whole pot. Yeah, I like this little burner thing. Works really good. Me and my wife have been using it Lake Minden a couple times. And it's really good. I really want to get that canteen kit Pathfinder. That'll just be a great little cook kit for something like this, afternoon fishing. Looking for something. Yeah, so that's it. We're good. I'll let this kind of just sit and thicken up. They say let it sit for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to let a little bit more of the water cook out of it though. So as you can see, it's pretty thick. Rice is cooked. I don't want my rice to be overdone. I think I'm just going to turn the heat off and let it cool down, and we'll take a taste test. How about it? How about it? Take a taste test at Collins Lake. How about it? Fat Brother, get ready, get fed. That's it. Lunch is ready. That's the finished product. Yeah, let's go in. Gotta say grace. But let's go in and take a look at it. That's what we're working with. A little chicken risotto. It's a little runny, a little soupy. I might put a little less water next time, but cheesy, good amount of heat. That Scotch bonnet worked. Look, there's a Scotch bonnet pepper right there. It's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. It's really good. So, there you go. Eating chicken and rice with a little Scotch bonnet pepper. As always, folks, remember, get outside, enjoy life, and have a good time at it. P-H-A-T, Phat Outdoors. Fat brother getting fed outside, having a good time at it. Scotch bonnet. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let 805 set you straight. Outside, fishing, enjoying life. That's what it's about. Wish my wife was here.